What's going on, guys? We are back here with some more Aether Drift Standard. Now, I say Aether Drift Standard, even though today we are not necessarily brewing around an Aether Drift card. So, again, we're not quite all the way there to Tarkir Dragonstorm. That set's going to be coming out in a couple of weeks. So, in the meantime, still trying out some new stuff. And if you've watched the Twitch stream or checked out some of the YouTube content over the past couple of weeks, you will understand my obsession with Lumbering Worldwagon. Now, there's a very specific card from Bloomburrow that we are trying today, and that card is Dragonhawk Fate's Tempest. So this is kind of the heart and soul of the deck. It's got a lot of words, but it is a 5/5 flyer. Whenever it enters or attacks, so you have that kind of not primeval, but the Titan-esque enters or attacks trigger, you exile X cards, where X is the number of creatures you control with power 4 or greater. You may play those cards until the end step, and then at the beginning of your next end step, it deals 2 damage to each opponent for each of the cards that are still exiled. So, as you can imagine, very powerful when you can pair it with a lot of creatures that have 4 or more power. Lumbering Worldwagon, great example. Card that by the time you cast Dragonhawk is going to have 4 or more power. There's also a really cool trick you can do where if you play Dragonhawk, when it enters the battlefield, there's a trigger that goes on the stack. You can respond to your own Dragonhawk trigger. You have to hold full control for this, so make sure if you're playing this yourself, you're going to want to hold full control. With the trigger on the stack, you can use the hawk to crew the wagon. So now the wagon is a creature, and then when the hawk ability resolves, it will see both the wagon and the hawk now as 4-power creatures. Other than those two, we have Afterburner Expert and Draconautics Engineer. These 2 cards work phenomenally together. So Expert is a 3-mana creature that can crew wagon. It is a 4-power creature for Dragonhawk, and Draconautics Engineer is a way to not only get back Afterburner Expert, but more importantly, a way to give Dragonhawk haste. Now, when this card really gets out of control is when it has haste, because when it comes into play, you get a trigger. Let's say you have one other creature that has 4 power, right? So it enters the battlefield, you exile 2 cards, okay? Stay with me. If it has haste, when it attacks, you exile 2 more. That's 4 cards. The Dragonhawk deals them 5, and then at the end step, you get 2 separate hawk triggers for those 4 cards. That's 8 damage. So by itself, well, if it has haste, of course, that's a 13-point life swing right there. Now, besides just the Draconautics Engineer, you also have Surrak the Huntcaller, which is if creatures you control have 8 or more power, which if you have any 2 in play, basically get you this, you can give a creature you control haste. Curving turn 4 Surrak, turn 5 Dragonhawk, that just gives it haste immediately. Other than that, you have Trumpeting Carnosaur, where this is a card. I could take or leave this. It's nice because it's flexible. You can discard it for 3 mana to have some interaction early, or later in the game, you can cast it as a big thing that has trample, maybe even cascade into Dragonhawk. But this one, it's a bit medium. Now, the weird part of this deck is this Boostbuggy Chandra angle. The reason I have these 2 cards is I wanted to try to find another exhaust card that got back Afterburner Expert, which Boostbuggy is. Notably, Boostbuggy, when you activate the exhaust ability, becomes a 4-power creature. We already talked about why that's important. And then it being a vehicle combined with Worldwagon gives you enough things to be able to give Chandra haste with. Now, the unfortunate part about Chandra is she cannot give Dragonhawk haste, only vehicles. So basically, I have a new version of this deck that I'm going to show you after this deck tech, but I wanted to give you guys the deck that we're going to be starting with, and then you can kind of see the evolution throughout the video. A couple of bolts for removal, some torches for red, and then elves because elves are great. That's pretty much it for the main deck. 10 basics for wagon, and then some assortment of dual lands. And then the sideboard, nothing too crazy. Graveyard Hate, Sweepers, anti-Pixie, anti-Domain, anti-Shieldred, mostly Annex. I've been playing against a lot of Annex lately. I've seen myself including more Vivien Reids than I would have expected that I'd be playing. And then Season because Domain, get out of here. Right. So this is the list that we're going to be starting with. Now, again, I did just say I wanted to show you guys the current list that I'm working with. So for people who are interested in trying this out yourself, this is the current list. Quite a few changes. I'm not going to go over them in detail, but Enduring Courage, another way to give a Dragonhawk haste. Miglaws, just a 4-power creature. Hunter's Talent, mostly here to give Wagon Trample. Bitter Reunion, another way to give Hawk haste. You'll notice I added the 4th Hawk, and then a couple of Soul Stones over the Ridge Lines. Everything else is mostly the same. But yeah, that is the Dragonhawk deck, and I have been playing a lot of this deck because somebody beat the crap out of me with it on stream. As soon as I lost that match, I was like, we have to try this deck. We found their deck list, we made a couple of changes, and here we are. So, without further ado, I really think you guys are going to enjoy this one, so let's play some Dragonhawk. I will see you back here in just a little bit for round number 1. But first, a word from our sponsor, CoolStuffInc.com. Are you looking for Tarkir Dragonstorm singles? Head over to CoolStuffInc.com. Be sure to use promo code Doom at checkout, get 5% off your next order, and this free exclusive Doomwake Rhino token. They got sleeves, they got sealed product, they got deck boxes, everything that you could ever want. Cool Stuff Inc. They got cool stuff, and they got it in stock. Yeah, I guess if you're playing red-green, maybe it's better to play Lynx over Season, because Lynx is probably better against them than Season is. I don't think I should keep this hand, but it's close. These hands, man. These hands are brutal. Okay. We're on the draw. This is fine. Okay. Rare good draw. Rare good draw. They said it couldn't be done. Lynx Scroll Shift, huh? Can people stop fucking playing this deck? I'm just tired, man. I'm just tired. Play Sentinel first, I guess. I guess I might as well map first. It's kind of free, right? Okay. They obviously have Ride's End, but can attack. Your turn. Nice. Oh, they have Binding too? Of course they do. This format is just troll despair. Absolute troll despair. I mean, like, this hand's fine. It's got Pawpatch for beans, Expert on 3, but fuck it, let's try it. Didn't this song just play? Literally stuck in a loop right now. That song actually just played. Ding, 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 ding. This is some good copy pasta. When I load into a game of Magic the Gathering Standard on Arena, my favorite thing to do is register Overlord of the Hauntwoods. I will frequently pair it with Up the Beanstalk to generate card advantage, and sweepers like Wrath of God to keep the board clear of my opponent's creatures. When I'm feeling adventurous, I will attempt to use Zur Eternal Schemer to give my enchantment now I'm stopping the copy pasta. To give my enchantment creatures lifelink and hexproof for a powerful synergy with my other overlords. To me, this is fun. I mean, to be fair, fun is subjective, right? How about this? This is a test. Everybody who doesn't like current standard that's in the chat, gift 1 subscription. This is the only way to test. Ah? Got him good. Okay, apparently everybody likes standard. You guys are all psychos. Do I hope for the beans hit or beans and rage? Both. I think both should go. I mean, personally, I think both should go, but realistically, I think they're just not going to do anything. I think the most likely outcome is no changes, which is really unfortunate. But I do think they should both go. All right, I will simply draw better than them. Pretty unlikely, given the contents of their deck compared to the contents of my deck, but like, I'd rather do this than lose the game to Zur. Okay, well, turns out I'm going to lose the game to Zur anyways because they drew 10,000 bindings. Dun, 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 dun. How about a hawk? How about a nice... Oh, okay. Hold on a second. Would I rather have the land or 2 damage? Like I'd rather have the 2 damage, no? No, because land's better if I draw Chandra. Like, keeping this in hand is better if I draw Chandra. Okay. I mean, that's pretty good. You're 10 and I have 7 power. Hold. Hold. Hold, please. Okay. Still beatable. They're going to go to 9. This is still beatable. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, here's the nice thing about this. The expert just trades for the binding. That is pretty good. So they don't really have a good attack with the binding. Because I just block with expert trade, get back Vivien the Zur. Hold. That's bad. That is another Overlord, isn't it? Sure is. Okay, so Season is GG. I still can't really attack, though. Sure. Season. Season. They're at 5. Do we cycle or do we kill Zur? It's gotta be kill Zur, right? Yeah, it has to be kill Zur. I can't really attack, though, because they just trade for the 4/4. I'm still in a terrible spot. Yeah. Rip. Rip, rip, rip. Whoa, they didn't attack? Why didn't they attack? Okay, hold. All right, I'll play the expert. I think that's fine. And then if they can't kill the hawk, then we have 3 things for the hawk next turn, which is pretty good. Yeah, I mean, I don't really. If they topped an Overlord, that's fine. Like I'm chilling if they topped an Overlord. Okay, that's bad. Does that kill them? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 9 mana. I mean, I'm casting it for sure. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. You have 6 attackers. No, the engineer does not give itself haste. Yeah, it's other creatures, chat. It does not give itself haste. I mean, obviously, this is still a good spot. Like, now I have 4 lethal attackers, but please brick. Please brick. Thank you. Oh my god, this is a fucking struggle, man. This is a goddamn struggle. Yeah, I mean, you have to kill the bean on turn 2. Can I have an elf in my opening hand? Just once. This hand's too slow. I just, you know. Hey, there we go. Thank you. Thank you for answering my call. Well, nobody ever does that. I think we greet it. Yeah, I think we greet it. We could draw land or wagon. Easy. I mean, not as good as Wagon on 2, but still good. Sentinel is pretty funny against Ride's End. I do like that. Ooh, now we're talking. Now we are talking. Large Hawk next turn. I think we're going to win. Well, what happens if they play Zur this turn? Zur isn't that bad. No, it's not the worst. They go attack, and then we probably just go Vivien, kill the Zur. It certainly could be worse. I'm okay with that. That I am A-okay with. All right, got to make sure you hold control for this one. Or should we not play Hawk this turn? I guess the question is, if I Hawk and their turn is Zur Animate, is that even that bad? Because if I Hawk, they take 10, they go to 7, they go Zur Animate, go to 12, and then I probably still just have lethal next turn, even if they Zur Animate. So, like, I might just be fine with... Yeah, honestly, I think I'm fine with that. I'm just going to go Hawk. I mean, it's risky for sure, but, like, I think it's fine. I think the concerning sequences are binding. Yeah, I guess worst case is untap land Zur plus binding. That would be bad. Yeah. But they can only animate one. We can also just Vivien the Zur down. I'm okay with that. Okay with that. 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we probably Vivien, right? Yeah, now we get a Vivien. So Vivien minus kill this. Play Buggy. I could have tried to Greed Lord just Carnosaur into a Haster, but it would have been a 6-outer if we Carnosaured. I feel like that line is too risky if they have Zur. Because, like, again, they still could have Zur, right? And they just wanted the Ride's End that turn instead. Okay, plus here. Well. Well, how do I do this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 8 mana. They're at 7. It's got to be Carnosaur, right? How much do you cost to activate? 3? We could Boostbuggy and Hawk, put them to 3. But I still feel like it's better to send the Dino. Let's send the Dino. It's not bad. I'll take that. Any attackers? I could map and try to hit a spell so they have to double block. That sounds pretty good. Huge. Huge. Yeah, this is fantastic. They have 1 card in hand. I'm feeling pretty good about this. Oh, for the Afterburner Expert? Bro, I'm fine with that. You got it, Chief. I'll allow it. Like, I know why they boarded that card in, but it still doesn't seem worth it. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. which is enough to go Expert Hawk. They go to 5. And then they would have to chump block the Carnosaur. I can't give the Hawk haste. Maybe I should attack first? I mean, they know that I have Hawks, so they're going to block, but... Treasure is 9. Yeah, but 9 doesn't really matter, right? I don't even care what the cards are. I'm dealing them 6 every time. And now, even if they sweep, they just die to Chandra. Whew. It don't make that easy on me, huh? Did you know that Trigon Predator is also standard legal? Or did you just learn that when I just said that? We got a Hopeless Nightmare Bee. I'll discard an Afterburner Expert. Yeah, 3-mana, 2/3 flyer. When it deals combat damage to a player, destroy target artifact or enchantment. It's not a good card, but it's legal. You're allowed to play it. I'm not sure why you would, but you can. Take that back. He's a fine card. I mean, an old vintage staple. Used to be like a vintage banger back in the day. Like, can you think of and they kept 7, by the way, they didn't mulligan. Can you think of a 7-card Pixie hand they would keep in the dark where they would do nothing in the first 4 turns? Like, town, nowhere, 3 lands? Like, I guess you would keep that. Yeah, I mean, you would keep that hand. Yeah. All right, I'll bring in the Baloths. If you have double nowhere, you're not conceding to 1 Dragonhawk. Oh, that's true, yeah. If they had double nowhere, they would just kill the Dragonhawk. It's a good point. Yeah, I don't fucking know then. I have no idea. Dude, your guess is as good as mine, man. I don't fucking know. 4 town, 3 lands. Yeah, but they surely would have mulliganed that hand, right? I do like how this deck just, like, does not give a shit about Hopeless Nightmare. With 4 Expert and 2 Baloth. Like, you please cast that card. Okay, so it's got to be some kind of control deck. Because usually Pixie does not play no. Never mind. I lied. Please bounce the Nightmare. Oh, please. Yes. Yes. Please bounce the Nightmare. Opponent, I got bad news for you, buddy. You wanna cast that Nightmare? You wanna cast that Nightmare? Just don't rip me, please. Do not rip my ass. Do we wait? No, there's no way. There's no way. I haven't. This is enough value. I'm good. I thought about waiting again, but yeah, we're just playing Phoenix. Nice Pixie deck, bro. What did the opponent play? Yeah, that's so funny. For people who were in commercials, you probably just missed the entire match. They were playing Pixie. Speaking of commercials, folks, if you would like to watch the stream completely ad-free, you may do so with a Twitch Prime sub, which you can get for free with your Amazon Prime account. Temur Dragon? I don't know if I've seen the Temur Dragon. Closing the goddamn door now. Let's be mana efficient. It's worse if they have a counter spell, but maybe I should play Surrak first, because I care less about Surrak than I do about Chandra. Yeah. Maybe that was bad. Oh, the 8-mana card? I mean, that card's not playable. all you had to do was say it's 8 mana, you know. Like, I'm not trying to put 8 mana cards in my deck. Not about that life. What do I do here? I have 6 mana. 6 mana. What do we do with 6 mana? I guess this. I am okay with this trade. I will happily Stone Rain you all day. Leads me to believe their hand is probably just all lands. God, Surrak is so good with Wagon. Yeah, it's like, I mean, sure, that card is a good reanimator target, but is it better than Valgaboth or Atraxa? Like, I can't really think of a scenario where that card is better than either of those. I don't know that they're going to print a big creature in the next, like, 2 or 3 years before Valgaboth rotates that will be better than it for Reanimator. It's just the best card. Hase. Wait, no. They're shrinking my Surrak. That's not fair. This is bullshit. This is weird, isn't it? Because, like, I have to expose the Engineer in order to crew the wagon. And obviously I want to kill Jace this turn. But I do have to play both regardless. Which is kind of awkward, but it is what it is. Okay. I mean, they could have easily still won that game. I don't know, man. What's good against Doomsday? Not you. Definitely not you. Vivien or Pawpatch to kill the 6/6 could be good. I mean, it's better than this shit, right? And then I guess keep a couple of bolts for Gearhulk. Anybody remember the old sub song? These newer versions of Doomsday have 4 Gearhulks in the main deck, so I don't mind keeping in the Obliterating Bolts. Not long ago, you found the answers are so crystal clear. That's awkward. Shout out to these 2 Restless Ridgelines that I added that may not be as good as I thought they were. The deck list that was sent to me did not have Restless Ridgeline. That's a streamer ad. Maze Mine Tome. This is such a weird, like, I have to play this hand so weird because I have 2 tap lands. Welcome to the family. Oh yeah, it's only crew 1. Oh, I'm crewing this turn. Don't you worry about that. No. Ding, 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 ding. I kind of miss the old sub song. I mean, Deck Yeah is good, but never forget where you came from. That's all I'm gonna say. Never forget your roots. Yeah, this ridgeline is just, oh god, these ridgelines are so bad here. Yeah, the OGs know. Stop killing my shit. Actually, your opponent did not kill your Dragonhawk. They countered it on the stack. Mondaña. I mean, they don't have a second counter spell. Come on. What do you think this is? Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, there was what, 2 years ago at this point, when I was still working, or when I still had a full-time job. I was doing streaming from, or I was doing my full-time job from 8 to 5 and then streaming from 5:30 to 10:30 every day for an entire year. Like, that shit was a lot. Mucho. It's just better to play this. I'm gonna get destroyed if they have cover up. I worked at a bank. I just kind of did some like account services stuff. I did that for like 5 years. I didn't mind it. Like, it was fine. They paid okay. But it wasn't a very rewarding job, you know? I mostly just did it because I didn't know what else to do. And I was good at it, but it was not very rewarding at all. Streaming is a lot more rewarding than that ever was. Preacher of the Schism. I guess I map onto Expert. Doesn't kill the Preacher. Doesn't attack past the Preacher. Gilly15. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Folks, if you didn't get one, dodge in chat. It's as simple as that. Thank you so much for the 5 gift, Gilly. I appreciate that. Thank you for the support. Your turn, Zetin. Your turn. We have died. We have died. Next. So this is turn 2 Buggy, turn 3 Expert, turn 4 Chandra. Probably good enough. How did I do in the qualifier? No comment. Presented without comment. It's also in the title. So I will not be responding to those questions. Because I know that's bait. And I know you know that's bait. You want to counter this? That is true. That is a good point. And that is specifically what my mods are here to do, you know? They don't actually moderate or police the stream. They're just here to you know, inflict as much psychic damage as humanly possible. Huh. I mean, honestly, I think it's just this. It seems good. It's a good turn. Could trade the 4-2 for this. Why do I have... Oh, I was going to say I have priority because I can crew this, but... Emotional damage. That is true. What's the deck's record? That is a good question. We are 2-1 right now. What was our 1-loss domain? 1-1 against domain and 1-0 against Pixie is our current record. Basically, every time we've resolved Dragonhawk and gotten to our end step, we've won the game. And the games where we haven't done that, those have been a lot worse. Speaking of, no Dragonhawk here. Yeah, I'm beginning to think that maybe we just want to play 4 Hawks. 2, 3, 4, 5. I do have 7 mana here. So we can get kind of hella aggressive. Because I kind of have to. Not blocking with the 1-1 is shocking to me. I cannot believe they didn't block with the 1-1. They got big plans for that 1-1. I mean, the nice thing is, even if they have a kill spell, they still can't kill Chandra. I also find it so funny that when they attack Chandra with the Preacher, they don't get the token. That's so good. Because Preacher is worded for Commander for no reason. Oh, I mean, they're going to counter it, right? Did I try out Blue-Red Prowess but stock up? I did. It was pretty good. Although I will say the version that we played didn't have the full 4 stock ups. I think it only had 2. And I did see there was a version that top aided a challenge that had 4. I mean, do they have a counterspell? Yes, but can I really play around it? I don't think so. Yeah. So let's draw a card first. Go. They kill the buggy this turn. It's pretty bad, but for some reason, Deathred Shamans are spiking. I mean, it's the exact same thing. Okay, here's the thing, right? So I don't know if you guys remember this, but there was a period of time before Stoneforge Mystic got unbanned that every single ban list, Stoneforge Mystic would skyrocket. And then after Stoneforge got unbanned, the same exact thing happened with Splinter Twin. Now, those same people that were buying a bunch of Splinter Twins and Stoneforges before just need another card to try and speculate on. And now they're doing, now they're doing Deathrite Shaman, apparently. It's an endless cycle, Yeah, GTA next. Like, what's going to be the next card, It's the same shit over and over again. You're not very good. But I think I want to top it so I can go make 2 4-power Sentinels guaranteed. I do want to graveyard this. Could also chump the Preacher. Would Make Disappear be a better Quench variant in Standard than Phantom Interference? Yes. By a lot. There's so many tokens. Like, imagine it with Preacher, You just go attack with Preacher, and then, the next, like, you just have a counter that you pay for that turn. Storm Chaser's talent makes tokens. Like, there's just infinite ways to make tokens. Fountain Port, like... So many ways to make tokens. Okay, let's see if they want to trade Reef for Sentinel. Kind of seems like they do, yeah. I mean, if they have a counterspell for this Vivien, we're fucked, but... that was going to be true no matter what we did. That's good. Hold. Actually going to play the Elf this turn. Because I don't want to just have this die to a kill spell without getting value off of it. This has been a good game. Very good game. A lot of trading going on back and forth. Last time you saw the 2-mana flyer from Phantom Interference, it does not come up very often. It usually only comes up when you have Enduring Curiosity. And also, a lot of people have swapped from bounce to mid, or from mid to bounce, rather. So, and the bounce decks don't usually play Phantom Interference. This vehicle is coming in clutch. They're 12. 1, so 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mana. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. This might be a little too spewy, but your turn. Poor vehicle left behind. It's protecting Vivien, okay? There was a reason the vehicle did not attack. Vehicle is protecting Vivien's loyalty at all costs. Yeah. See if I care. I mean, I'm casting Impulse every turn, so I think we should be fine. Yeah, Expert's down. Engineer is a fucking house, man. Like, the more that I play with Engineer, it's just a 1-card army, you know? What are we thinking? What is not pulling its weight? Yeah, second Ridgeline's got to go. We got to get the second Ridgeline out of here. Or Forest. What if we did like 1 buggy for the 4th Hawk? Buggies are kind of mid. What are we trying to do? We're trying to add a 3rd buggy back in. All right, let's go 1 Carnosaur for 1 buggy. I don't want to cut the 3rd buggy. The 4/4 oil counter guy. Are you talking about Miglaw's Maze Crusher? Anybody up crushing their maze? It's a good sideboard card. Okay, we get to see how the red matchup goes. It's a little sketchy against red, but... Oh. Is it sketchy against this red deck? Dragon Fodere. Dubious Monarch. Very dubious of you. Surrak pass. Honestly, you're probably right. Because I want the Surrak in play for the Hawk, but I'm going to say oops. Like I forgot to attack. You think they believe it? Okay, now we're cooking. How am I toxic? I just forgot to attack. It's not toxic at all, you know? World's smallest wagon just dropped. Only a 4/4. Count on luck. That's a good card. It's 16. Surely I can kill them this turn, right? I'm just going to assume this Dragonhawk is lethal. It's got to be goddamn close to it. Crew here. Because I want to attack with Hawk. Okay. So that's going to deal them 6. Go to 10, and then that'd be 17. Well, they have blockers, right? Oh, I get the attack trigger too. Right, I forgot about that. So it's 12. Yeah, it's 17. I forgot that this thing triggers when it attacks too, for fuck's sake. God, Hawk is so good. What are you at? You're at 11? Okay, take 12, please. Nice. Combo deck. We call that a combination strategy. Combination strategy. Pretty happy I added this 4th Hawk, huh? The Hawk is good. Helpless with nothing. So, this hand has Elf into Wagon, and that's all I got. I'm still keeping. You can't mulligan Exodia. Like if you were playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And you opened the 5 pieces of Exodia, would you mulligan? Like, obviously not. Oh, you can't mulligan in Yu-Gi-Oh! Right. Yeah. True. Okay, not quite as good without the Surrak, but still acceptable. This whole crew wagon with Hawk on the stack is kind of sicko mode. All right, deal you 9. Go. Good luck. Is this deck just broken? I think it might be. Will you wait for me? Yeah, Hawk Wagon is just like it's Splinter Twin. I don't know what else to say. It's just Splinter Twin. To see you again. It's just lethal by itself. I don't even need anything else. Hawk is just lethal. All right, your turn. Good game. I wish this was a wagon, but I'll keep. I mean, like, just imagine for a second. Turn 1 elf, turn 2 wagon, turn 3 hawk, which I think we just did last game. Like that draw is just unbeatable. How does anybody beat that? What did I play in the qualifier? I played the Celestia wagon deck, which I thought was good, and I think that we had some pretty good testing throughout the week, but just kind of had some unfortunate draws. Opponent's suspicious over there with 3 open mana. Expected that to happen. Guess I'll do this. And then this. And then if we can find land 6, we can go Hawk plus haste. Fuck. That's bad. Whoa. Well, rip. Rip indeed. Got a 4-2. 4-2 secured. Game 2 before they realize what we're up to. Yeah, well, I could just keep playing like experts and shit and make them think I'm some kind of turbo graveyard deck, and then they will have no idea that we have these. Because we haven't shown them any, like, you know, hawks or anything. But yeah, I think that we can probably already convince them to over sideboard on Graveyard Hate. Which I want them to do. Like, I actively want them to bring in Rest in Peace, because that card is not good against me. All right, I'm going to concede before they mill me. Because I don't want them to know. They may not have milled me, but we were dead that game anyways. Okay, so these 6, these out. Pretty clean sideboard. Can you play Fab online? Do they have an online client? The point is flesh and blood in person. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Trigger on the stack. GG. I think it rides in me, but like, whatever. Wait, so they don't have rides in? I'm confused. What just happened? Okay. Huh? Huh? Expert crew wagon hit for what, 7? It's probably good enough. Hold up, Pawpatch. Should have got a mountain, but I don't think it matters. Cool. That was good. It was a good game. All right, game 3. Your turn. I've not seen a 4-color Screaming Nemesis deck before. That's kind of weird. So they're not playing white. That's kind of weird. Yeah, if we draw the wagon, this hand is nice. Sentinel or Expert first? I think it's Sentinel because this is better if they have Ride's End. Touche. Overlord. They discarded Rest in Peace because they know. I'm surprised they didn't board it back out. Interesting. They have 5 in hand. So we could take the line that guarantees we can cast Dragonhawk next turn, but that line is the worst if they have lockdown. So I think it's just better to map onto the Expert. Ooh, that's a tough one, isn't it? I think it's a keeper. Yeah, it's a keeper. It's tricky, though. Very, very tricky. That I could not care less about. Check, 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 check. Okay, pretty happy to see that. I mean, it gets to hold up counterspell this turn. Very suspicious 2 mana being left up. Ooh, no counterspell? Ride's End, okay. I still get the land, though, which is good. Give my tapped creature haste. Okay. Love an untapped land next turn. Untapped land goes so crazy here. And less crazy now. Unfortunately, that is not an untapped land. This does kind of feel like the pivotal turn, you know? Let's go Wagon Buggy. Hawk is not doing a lot here. I mean, Hawk could be good if we just hit a land off of it, but like Hawk, land, elf would be nice, but I think this is just better against Wrath. But they probably don't want a Wrath here anyways because they have the Overlord. Okay. It's It's really unfortunate that they can't really do anything else with the season besides just kill these two. And that is our entire turn. Ooh. 3, 4, 5, 6. No, wait, we can do this, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this is fine, because this is crew 1. So we lose the buggy this way. Crew wagon. Can't. The wagon is 4. I can't crew the wagon. But I can still draw 3, which is fine. Oh, no, it's only draw 1. But I'd rather draw 1 or make Elf a 3/3. Probably just make Elf a 3/3, right? Yeah. Or a 4/4, actually. Yeah, it's a 4/4 elf. That's probably better. Enchantment. Yeah, 4/4 also makes the hawk a lot better, too. Okay. We did have to throw a buggy away for that, but, I mean, that had to have been worth it, obviously. Ayo. Was that a Baneslayer Angel they just played? Good God. Okay, well, good card to draw when they draw Baneslayer Angel, I guess. We're going to lose the Vivien, but I just can't beat the Boonbringer Valkyrie without this. And then I guess we should crew for sure. Now the question is map first or map after? Basically, do we want damage or fix our draw step? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I want to fix my draw step. Are we dead on board? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm at 10. So not quite. Close, but not quite. I don't want that. All right. Hold. Hold. They got auto tapped. They can't even do the second man land. I mean, I don't even know if they wanted to anyways. They probably have spells in hand. Like, I would have been pretty happy if they just double man landed me. Because they would have tapped out, but... They did hover over the fields, but... I mean, they just resolved stock up last turn. I can't imagine they don't have a spell in hand, right? Yeah, it's a pretty good spell, too. It buys them a lot of time. Is there anything I could even hit off of Dragonhawk that kills them? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I guess a second season is maybe good enough. I don't know if it is, though. I mean, I'm going to try. Because I'm currently dead on board without it, so... Surrak? Well, the problem with Surrak is the Hawk wouldn't have haste. So I think what I need to do is actually crew with the Dragonhawk, because that leaves me the ability to play Season. Although Season just leaves me dead on board, right? Because I can Season, put 5 counters on this. It would be 16, but they just block with 2, go to 1, then kill me. Exactly. Plus the mainlands. What else can I hit? I don't know what I can hit here. Oh, that's true. They would take the Hawk damage. Okay, so maybe Season is good enough because of the Hawk damage. Yeah. So we should leave up the Elf. Hmm. Close, but not quite. Second Hawk would be 10 damage. God, it's so close, man. So close. Oh, we're so close. Can I survive with Engineer? No, I don't think I can, right? Yeah. Damn. Maybe they don't block the Llanowar Elves for some reason. I don't know. Even if they don't block the elf, they go to 1. It's only 14. God, so close, man. Really, really close. We probably would have been fine if they couldn't make 2 blockers that turn. Like, them having 2 blockers there was kind of brutal. So close. Maybe they somehow like get messed up with the manlands. All right, fine. Damn. Close. Season would have killed them. I didn't even realize that. Because the Season would have been a 16 power trampler, right? Which they only had 2 toughness, and the Hawk would have dealt them 4 more. So it would have been 20 damage. They were at 15, and they could only soak up 2. So Season would have killed them. Crazy. Shout out to David Gaz for sending us this banger. Sweet ass deck. Really, really cool one. We'll spend some more time on it on Monday. But folks, thank you all so much for tuning in. I appreciate you all being here. Thank you for supporting the stream, as always. I hope you enjoyed your stay. Adios, folks.